And welcome into Moore Stadium, folks, for Game 1 of the 2016 Region 18 Championships. I'm James Hernandez, bringing you this broadcast live here from beautiful Southern Nevada here, sunny Southern Nevada, on this Wednesday afternoon. Game 1 of this Region 18 tournament will feature the Salt Lake Community College Bruins versus the Utah State University Eastern Eagles. Now Eagles, no longer Golden Eagles. Both teams from the state of Utah, of course. USU Eastern coming in as the 6th seed in the tournament. The Bruins coming in as a 3 seed. On the hill for Salt Lake City is going to be Jaden Hartle. And leading off for USU Eastern will be Austin Gertson. I'll get you the specific lineups here in a moment here as Gertson sees the first pitch from Hartle widen outside for ball 1. Austin Gertson here on the season. He swings at the next pitch and fouls that off. Austin coming in batting .309, 43 hits on the season, 15 runs scored, 18 RBIs. Very active leadoff hitter as Gertson slams the next pitch to third base. Third baseman up with it over in time. Nice play there by Trevor Peterson to retire the speedy Austin Gertson. 5-3 in your scorebooks, and that's going to bring up the right fielder Reggie Gates. Reggie Gates steps into the box here, batting .217 on the season, 14 runs, 15 hits, no home runs, 4 RBIs for the platoon outfielder for USU Eastern. He's made 27 starts. First pitch from Hartle is lifted into shallow right field. Second baseman tracks that down. Nice play there by Ovard. P4. And that's going to bring up the 3-hole hitter, Zach Lundell. First pitch from Hartle comes in to Lundell for a strike. Next pitch here. Umpire gives it a good look, calls it ball 1. Hartle on the season, 4.52 ERA, 3-5 record, although he has pitched quite a few innings for Salt Lake City, 61.2 here, leading the team. Also tied in appearances with 14. Like I said, they've done some wonders with his pitching staff here. Hartle and Lincoln Clayton have been the mainstays that we've seen from last season carry over, but we've seen all-conference catcher in 2015, Joe Barlow, take up some pitching here. He has 2 saves for them and the lowest team ERA on the season, 2.16, 41 innings. So that's a pretty large sample size. Next pitch from Hartle is fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes here. 2 away in the top half of the first inning, and we're just underway here from Moore Stadium. First game of the Region 18 tournament between the Salt Lake City Bruins and the Utah State University Eastern Eagles. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. That bounces past the catcher to the screen here. It's going to bring the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Should Lundell reach, that's going to bring up the designated hitter Mitch Kay. And the 3-2 pitch misses for ball 4. And that's going to bring up Mitch Kay. Mitch here batting .244 on the season. Another part-time player for the Eagles here, 14 starts. This will be his 15th start of the season. Mitch batting from the right-hand side at .244 clip. 10 hits, 10 runs scored. 5 of those 10 hits for extra bases, so not a shock to see him batting cleanup. The first pitch from Hartle comes in for a strike over the outside part of the plate. Utah State University Eastern, the lowest team batting average in the Scenic West Athletic Conference this year as a team. Batted only .245, so anything they can get going offensively is a bonus. As I say that, HK slaps a single into right field. That's going to move the runner Lundell over to second. So with 2 outs, USU Eastern has something going here. Third baseman Nathan Hedberg stepping into the box here. And Nathan, more of a regular player here. 43 starts in 44 games, 277 hitter, 19 runs, 33 hits, 19 RBIs on the season. One long ball here. Like I was saying, Utah State University Eastern batting only 244 collectively as a team here. And any offense they can generate, especially early against Jaden Hartle, would be a bonus. Salt Lake, does have a very efficient offense. Salt Lake ranks third right in the middle, 297 as a team. Definitely big difference in runs scored here as they've scored 336. USU Eastern only 245 on the season. That next pitch from Hartle is high. It gets past the catcher here. It's going to allow both Lundell and Mitch K to advance. Wild pitch there to charge to Jaden Hartle, and he's battling himself a little bit after recording the first 2 outs of the inning. Tough going here for Hartle. He's now behind. Or he's even in the count, 1 ball and 1 strike here, but he has runners on second and third. Big opportunity for USU Eastern. Like I said, the underdog of this tournament, the 6th seed, really looking to make some noise here, do some damage. The next pitch from Hartle is swung on and missed by Nathan Hedberg. That's going to bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes, and Hartle now looking to get out of trouble. And nice pitch there by Hartle as that's called strike 3. And that's going to end the inning here. 2 left on. 1 run, no runs, 1 hit, no errors here. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first inning, Salt Lake City Bruins here on the Coyote Sports Network. Welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Bottom half of the first inning here. Scoreless top half of the first for USU Eastern. Mitch Berryhill, center fielder, leading it off against USU's Bennett Bradford. First pitch from Bradford goes wide and outside for ball 1. Mitch Berryhill steps into the box, batting an astounding .434 on the season, leading the entire Scenic West Athletic Conference here. Amazing contact hitter. He scored 59 runs, 76 hits, of course, to pace the team, and close to the tops in the entire Scenic West Athletic Conference here. Mitch Berryhill also has a little pop in his bat here. 12 extra base hits, 13 extra base hits, 31 RBIs. Next pitch to Berryhill is taken outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Bennett Bradford has had some trouble here. 5.96 ERA, although he does have a winning record. The only USU pitcher with a winning record here at 5-4. His 3-1 pitch is inside to Mitch Berryhill, and that's going to be ball 4. Leadoff walk here for the Bruins center fielder, and that's going to bring up second baseman Skylar Mahoney. Skylar Mahoney here in 43 games, batting .235, 20 runs scored, 35 hits, 4 extra base hits, 20 RBIs on the season for the USU second baseman. He grounds over in the hole at short. Nice play made by the shortstop, but not nice enough here as both Bruins are going to reach base here. no play as the shortstop Corey McKendrick looked back to throw it first. By that time, Skylar Mahoney was easily going to be safe. Infield single here. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here for first baseman Austin Ovard. Salt Lake City here wanted to win, get in the winner's bracket here and avoid playing a second game here today. The loser of this game will match up with the loser of our next game, CSI and Colorado Northwestern. And one team will be headed home one day into the tournament. That's how it goes. The Region 18, of course, is double elimination. One of the lower seeds will be playing, and then the Western Nevada Wildcats and the College of Southern Nevada Coyotes will be playing tomorrow afternoon here against the winners of those two games. Next pitch to Ovard is bunted back to the pitcher. Well played sacrifice there. Interesting to see your three-hole hitter sacrifice in that situation, but that's the kind of ball Salt Lake plays here, trying to play for an early run here, which makes sense with Jaden Hartle on the mound. It's going to bring up third baseman, cleanup hitter Trevor Peterson. Peterson, a .297 hitter, played in all 51 games this year for his Bruins. 55 hits, 32 runs scored, 38 RBIs. Team leading 38 RBIs here. First pitch is fouled out of play here. No balls and one strike. One away here, bottom half of the first inning. Breeze blowing in here from center field, making it a great day for some baseball. Should get warmer as the weekend progresses. The next pitch is fouled off here by third baseman Trevor Peterson. It's going to take us to no balls, two strikes here. It's a big hitter for Bennett Bradford as he's trying to dance around a walk and a single here early. See what he can do. And the 0-2 pitch to Peterson. Bradford comes set to deliver, and that pitch is ripped right over the shortstop's head here off his glove, and that's going to be one run coming in. Mitch Berryhill touches home to score the first run of the day for the Bruins. RBI to Trevor Peterson. RBI single. And Mitch Cavanaugh is going to come into the box here, designated hitter. And Mitch having a good year, 263, 26 hits, 15 RBIs from the left-hand side, looking to bust this open. If he's able to get a hit here. Bruins on the corners here, only one away, and the only out was actually made on a sacrifice as he drives one to center field. Looks plenty deep to score the runner. Runner is coming home. Throw cut off here at the plate. Skylar Mahoney easily touches there. Mitch Cavanaugh with a sac fly. F8. Give him the RBI here. Bruins now lead 2-0. They have a runner remaining at first base here. 2 outs, and give the Bruins some credit. They got their top pitcher, Jaden Hartle, an early lead. Let's see if it pays off here. First pitch wide and outside. Runner going the whole way. No chance. As that ball was very wide and outside here. No chance to get the runner. And now Salt Lake has another player in scoring position here in this inning. And a big hit from Cam Lane would plate a third run here for Salt Lake City. That would be key here. You got to keep scoring runs, keep the pressure on your opponent. Of course, run rule is in effect here, as is all these Region 18 baseball games. Bennett Bradford comes set to deliver the next pitch to Cam Lane. Cam, a .279 hitter on the season. And he rips one foul up the third base line here. That would have been easy double there. He would have been able to score the run from second without any sort of hesitation had that stayed fair here. Cam just a little bit ahead of that pitch. See what Bennett Bradford has in store on the 1-2, trying to get out of this inning here, only giving up 2 runs. The 1-2 from Bradford. And that's cut on and missed for strike 3. Bruins strand 1 here. But they do plate 2. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 left on base. After 1, we head to the top half of the second inning. Bruins lead the Eagles 2-0 here on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Hartle comes set to deliver the pitch to Austin Pitcher. Very ironic name. Perfect baseball name for the USU first baseman here. Austin Pitcher also leading USU pitcher also leading USU Eastern in average here as Austin steps into the plate batting .387 on the season, the leader for the Eagles, as the next pitch from Jaden Hartle is in there for a called strike. Count now, balls and 2 strikes, no outs here. Top half of the second inning here. Bruins leading 2-0. The 3-2 pitch from Hartle misses the Austin Pitcher, and he's going to head to first with a walk here. Second walk of the day issued by Hartle, and that's going to bring up shortstop Corey McKendrick. McKendrick steps in, batting .237 here on this 2016 season. USU Eastern, the 6th seed in this tournament. That first pitch is fouled off. Strike 1 here. And Jaden Hartle got out of some trouble here in the first inning of work here. He did have a walk and a single back-to-back here. Had runners on second and third. Was able to get out of that inning unscathed. See if he's settled in a little bit here and see what he has in store with this 0-1 pitch here. Leadoff batter for the Eagles, Austin Pitcher, standing at first via the free pass here. Next pitch from Hartle misses high for ball 2. Corey McKendrick here, like I said, batting .237 on the season. Very valuable glove out there. Played in 50 of 51 games, 31 hits, 26 runs scored, 22 RBIs, and showing a little pop with a couple long balls as well. If he's able to get into one, he can definitely do some damage. Now 2 balls and 1 strike here as we have timeout. Jaden Hartle's going to discuss a little strategy here with his catcher. Maybe see what Cameron Benson has in store for this next pitch or 2. Goes out and says what he needs to Hartle and trots back behind the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Second game will be between the Colorado Northwestern Community College Spartans and the CSI Golden Eagles. Winner of that game will advance to face lowest seed will advance to face CSN. Highest seed will face Western Nevada. The two losers will battle in an elimination game here later tonight, 7 p.m. scheduled start time. And the loser will go home. The winner will advance to tomorrow. So someone will be leaving after today. Hartle comes set to deliver the 3-1 pitch. And pardon me, that was a 2-1 pitch here. And on the pitch here, Austin Pitcher goes headfirst into second with a stolen base. So he gets himself into scoring position now. And Jaden Hartle in a little bit of trouble here as he is a full count to McKendrick. And last thing you want to do is issue free passes to any team here, especially one that struggles to put runs on the board like USU Eastern does. Except collectively as a team batting only .244 here. Bottom of the Scenic West Athletic Conference in runs scored and all power numbers here, including team batting average. So want to make sure you make those hits count when you can. If you're USU Eastern, they have a runner in scoring position right now. The 3-2 from Hartle is driven right back up the box. That's going to be a clean single to center. USU third base coach not sending his runner here, so the single from Corey McKendrick puts runners on first and third here with nobody out for Trevor Klingman. Catcher batting .207 here, making his 20th start of the season. Jaden Hartle fighting himself again out there a little bit on the mound here. He's allowed the first two Eagles to reach here in this inning. Klingman will be followed by second baseman Ridge Nielsen. Then we'll go back to the top of the lineup with Austin Gertz in Salt Lake City. Definitely expecting a bunt there as third baseman Trevor Peterson was charging all the way in, close enough to shake hands with Trevor Klingman in the right-handed batter's box there. So he's definitely anticipating a bunt here, maybe a suicide squeeze or something of the sort where USU Eastern is going here. Peterson again charging in. The bunt instead goes foul the other way here up the first base line, and that's going to bring the count even to 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs here. Top half of the second inning. Salt Lake City leading USU Eastern, but Eagles threatening here with runners on first and third, nobody out. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the 1-1 pitch. And runner was going on the pitch. Klingman fouls that out of play over the first base side here. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. High stress pitches for Jaden Hartle here. Definitely wanting an opportunity to go as long as he can out there, save his bullpen. Of course, this Region 18 tournament becomes a war of attrition if you get to the end, especially if you have to play through the loser's bracket. You have to play 2 additional games to get to the championship, and that's exactly what's happening. And that hit and run is executed perfectly here as Klingman puts that into right field, and that's going to bring home 1 run here. Austin Pitcher touches home, scoring now 2-1 in favor of Salt Lake here. Give Klingman an RBI single on that play here. Perfect hit and run opportunity there, taking advantage of. That's going to bring up the 9-hole hitter, second baseman Ridge Nielsen. Ridge Nielsen steps in, batting .174 on the season. He's started 34 games, played in 42 overall. Ridge has scored 18 runs, 15 hits. 4 of those hits extra base hits and 10 RBIs from the USU Eastern 9-hole hitter. Runners on first and third. 2-1 ball game here, starting off the Region 18 tournament in style here. This is a great time here for all our fans out in attendance. CSN head coach Nick Garitano just stopped by to say hello to us here in the booth. We appreciate Coach coming up and giving us the good word here. He's got to be excited to play his game. Of course, our Coyotes will play tomorrow at noon. They'll host the lowest seed of today. So the lowest seed to advance from today will play CSN at noon. Coach Garitano's got to be excited about that. We're excited around here and very privileged and happy to be hosting the Region 18 tournament for the 2nd consecutive season. So let's hope it brings our Coyotes some luck. The next pitch is driven up the middle here. Great play there by shortstop. Actually, that's Cody Hall at short. Excuse me. So that's 6-3 here. Austin Gertzen now has a chance to tie the game. If he can produce a hit here, he's got the tying run just 90 feet away in the form of Trevor Klingman. See what can happen here. Runner on third here. 2 outs, 2-1 ball game here. USU Eastern getting off the mat here after they gave up 2 in the home half of the first. They fought back here. And Austin Gertzen, a favorite of fellow CSN commentator Devin Verissimo, one of his favorite players here in the Scenic West Athletic Conference that doesn't wear a Coyote uniform, that's for sure. So he'd be loving Austin Gertzen right now. Great hustle player, athletic outfielder. And as I say that, he puts a ball, I mean, you couldn't have thrown it out there better, just out of the reach of the shortstop into shallow left center field. And RBI single for Austin Gertzen, coming up clutch as he usually does here. Awesome ball player here, Austin Gertzen. That's going to score the tying run here, and we're tied up at 2 apiece here. Like I said, this Scenic West Athletic Conference Region 18 tournament here stands to be very competitive. It stands to be something that we can pretty much bank on as far as competitive games throughout the entire series. Whether you're the 6 seed, whether you're the 1 seed here, a double elimination tournament is exactly what it is. You got to play your best baseball that day and those times, and if you don't, there can be some upsets. There can be some teams that get hot here with the bats offensively, and that can carry a team through a tournament. So it's very interesting in this double elimination tournament. It really doesn't favor the higher seeded teams. Other than CSN having the opportunity to host a tournament here, like I said, being the 1 seed and the 6 seed, I mean, the 6 seed is going to come in with very little to no pressure. They're going to have the opportunity to kind of zone everything out, and whereas the home team, the top teams, Western Nevada and CSN, they're definitely feeling a little bit of pressure to, compete well and win this tournament. I mean, everybody wants to move on to next week, Trinidad, Colorado, the Western Districts here. To Colorado. We're not sure exactly where in Colorado yet. Excuse me. I don't want to get ahead of myself. But anyways, want to move on to the Western Districts, which is junior college's version of a super regional. Of course, if you can win the Western Districts, you get an opportunity to compete in Grand Junction, Colorado for the Junior College World Series. CSN looking for its 3rd ever appearance there. So plenty of baseball to be played in between then, though. Speaking of plenty of baseball, Jaden Hartle here has had 2 hard innings, having to pitch now to his 5th batter of the inning. Oh, and as I say that, he comes high and tight and actually plucks Reggie Gates there, as Gates is going to walk over to first base, not feeling nice. Hit by pitch here on a ball that came just a little bit too tight. That's going to bring up left fielder Zach Lundell. Lundell reached on a walk, his first opportunity up. And Jaden Hartle collected himself a little bit on the mound, and he needs to. Like I said, this is a big opportunity here for the Eagles as we have a timeout in play here. Catcher Cameron Benson is going to go talk to Jaden Hartle here, like I said, and also looks like Salt Lake pitching coach is now trotting out there as well here to have some words with his starter, just trying to reassure Jaden that he just needs to throw strikes and do what he came here to do. Salt Lake offensively, like I said, very effective with the bats, batting nearly 300 on the year. They're a team that's good enough to score runs. They can definitely outslug USU Eastern if it becomes that kind of game, but the last thing you want to do is allow Eastern's starter Bennett Bradford to gain some confidence, see his team put some runs out on the board in front of him, and before you know it here, like I said, the lower seed has caught some steam here. These are some in-state rivals as well, both being from the state of Utah. So there's very competitive games between in-state rivals. We know that playing such tough games with Western Nevada all these years in the Scenic West Athletic Conference. Anytime you're playing an in-state rival, you can pretty much throw the records out the window here. It's going to be a very tough game. So pitching coach says what he needs to say. Meeting at the mound over. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the next pitch to Zach Lundell. And that pitch is low. Scoots away from the catcher. Cameron fires over, but not nearly in time here as Austin Gertson slides in safely here. Both Eagles advance here. Gertson and Reggie Gates now standing on second and third. And like I said, this is a golden opportunity for the Eagles to really put a clutch hit out there and score 2 runs. A well-placed ball in the outfield here, something back up the box is definitely going to score Gertson, and it probably could chase home Gates as well. He's a pretty speedy right fielder standing on second base. So, ooh. And Jaden Hartle struggling with his control. First pitch was wide and outside. This pitch is high and tight to Zach Lundell here, and he's really fighting himself as first baseman Austin Ovard comes over to chat with his pitcher and just give him a couple words of encouragement. Austin Ovard generally playing short for the Bruins. They've had some tough injuries, unfortunately. They've had some injuries through the pitching staff, and now Austin Ovard, of course, playing first base. I can just imagine how he can pick the ball over there. Guy's a fantastic shortstop, has plenty of range, outstanding arm over there. It's weird to see him. The lineup almost was playing tricks on me here, seeing him at first. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver, and that's an excellent pitch right on the outside corner here for called strike 2. Nice job by Hartle to battle back after throwing the first 2 balls, throwing consecutive strikes here and looking to get his team back in some sort of offensive mode here, and he throws a 2-2 breaking pitch that's swung on and missed for strike 3 here. Nice job there by Jaden Hartle to strand 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Golden Eagles, and as they have done so many times here, fought back to tie this game at 2 apiece, and we're going to head to the home half of the second inning here with the Bruins and Eagles tied at 2 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Bottom half of the second inning here from beautiful Moore Stadium. Excellent weather from the last homestand we were challenged with here, where 2 games got rained out, of course. And the leadoff batter of the inning, Cameron Benson, flies out to center field, F8 for the first out of the inning here. Bennett Bradford looking for an easier second inning of work. And that's going to bring up shortstop Cody Hall. Cody Hall steps in here again. Like I said, Austin Ovard playing first. This is all injury-related stuff here. Cody Hall steps into short. He is a .333 hitter. He's only started 17 games, 57 at-bats, so limited time, 19 hits, 8 runs, 8 RBIs for the Bruins shortstop, and it looks like he may be a mainstay at shortstop. The next pitch from Hall is grounded to third base. Third baseman takes a couple steps toward first, fires a strike over there. Third baseman Nathan Hedberg with a nice arm to retire Cody Hall, 5-3. And that's going to bring up left fielder number 18, Nick Roberts. Bennett Bradford looking sharp here in this inning, looking for an easy inning here as he has the first 2 outs relatively quickly. Looking to get rid of Nick Roberts here and get his team back in the dugout, give them some chances. But Nick Roberts swings at the first pitch he sees and grounds that into left field for a single. Nice piece of hitting there by Nick Roberts. Didn't wait around, saw a pitch he can handle, a pitch he liked, and took advantage of it here. Back to the top of the order here for Salt Lake, and that's going to bring up the Scenic West Athletic Conference batting champion here, Mitch Berryhill, batting .434 on the year. Like I said, Mitch, an amazing contact hitter. As I say that, he grounds over to short, 6-3 to end the inning here. Nice job to retire the speedy Berryhill. And just like that, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on for Salt Lake as we head to the top half of the third inning. Eagles and Bruins tied at 2 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Top half of the third inning here. Mitch K, designated hitter, leading off for USU Eastern. Woo! Jaden Hartle buzzes him high and tight here for ball 1. Mitch K singled his first plate appearance here. He'll be followed by the third baseman Nathan Hedberg and first baseman Austin Pitcher here in the top half of the third inning. Next pitch from Hartle is a beautiful breaking pitch, swung on and missed. Even the count at 1-1 strike. Hartle fighting himself a little bit in the top half of the second inning, but was able to get out of there with only allowing 2 runs here. Still right in this ball game. The 1-1 pitch is fouled off by Mitch K. Salt Lake City here, third in the conference with a 5.15 overall team ERA. Jaden Hartle fitting in right around that area as far as ERA. He's right at 4.52. We'll also see Lincoln Clayton, power righty for Salt Lake City here. Great pitcher as well. Then we'll see Joe Barlow. Like I said, last year was all-conference catcher. Now he's doing some work as a relief pitcher, which is amazing talent. Like I said, to be able to fill in due to injury and be able to get yourself to another position. And I don't want to say learn to pitch. I'm sure he's been pitching his whole life, but just to implement it and be successful at the junior college level when that wasn't even the position you were playing just 1 year ago is that's amazing. Hats off to Joe. And the 2-2 pitch comes right behind us here, backing out of play. A little breeze picking up here, blowing in from center to right just a little bit here. See if that may aid some long balls here as we go on in the afternoon here. The 2-2 pitch from Hartle is driven right into center field here. And for the second straight inning here, Mitch K has a single. And for the second straight inning, the Eagles have their leadoff runner on here. It was a recipe for success in the top half of the second inning as they were able to plate 2 and tie the game. USU Eastern definitely figuring out a couple things here with Jaden Hartle. Jaden Hartle has been dancing around some trouble. This could be the inning where USU Eastern really tries to put something together here. And instead the pitch is popped up, FF2. Nathan Hedberg is retired, trying to advance Mitch K to second base. Horrible job. The last thing you want to do is pop that bunt up, especially in an opportunity. I mean, the catcher barely had to move. He stood up and the ball was in his glove. Way too easy. Nathan Hedberg retired here, and that's going to bring up first baseman Austin Pitcher. Austin walked in his first plate appearance, stole second base, came around to score a run. Very productive first time around the lineup for Mr. Pitcher. Austin takes the first pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes. I said Austin leading USU in batting average at 387 here, in third overall in the conference in batting average. So Austin's had a great year. He's played in the majority of the team's games. Well, he's played in 31 games. He's had 80 at-bats here, 29 hits, 20 runs scored, 17 ribbies. He's become an integral part of this team as they've gone down the stretch here. And as I say that, slaps a single into left field here. Advancing Mitch K to second base here. And it's going to bring up Corey McKendrick. That would have been interesting to see if Nathan Hedberg was able to advance K on the bunt here. If that would have been enough. I think he would have been at third. I don't think he would have came around to score. That was a pretty shallow hit, but nonetheless, runners at first and second, runners at first and third. Big difference there. A wild pitch, anything with a runner standing at third can score a run even without a hit here. And let's see what shortstop Corey McKendrick has in store here. 1 for 1 with a single in his first plate appearance. The first pitch from Hartle to McKendrick is taken inside for a ball. And once again, we're going to have a meeting at the mound here as catcher Cameron Benson wants to go out and say a few words to Jaden Hartle. Wasn't too long, but maybe just a couple words of encouragement. Maybe changing up the signs here. They got a runner on second base. Maybe they want to go, on a secret sign or two for a pitch, just because last thing you want is the second baseman looking in and tipping off the hitter in any way. And the next pitch is in there for a called strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tighten inside here from Hartle. He's been working the inside part of that plate with mixed results here. He's gotten some strikes. He's also gotten a hit batsman and some very tight pitches called for balls too. So you've seen both here. The next pitch from Hartle is in the dirt here. Nice job by the catcher Benson to save that from going further back here and not allowing the runners to move up 90 feet. Great job of defensive catching there. Cameron Benson, 5'9" freshman out of Bellevue, Idaho. Wood River. 2-1 pitch from Hartle on the way. And it's a nice job again by Cameron. Get in front of that here. Hartle is making his catcher Cameron Benson work hard, but he's done him proud so far here. He saved some balls from going to the backstop. Definitely prevented a lot more damage than could have been done here. Only 1 away in the inning. Runners on first and second. 3-1 count here to shortstop Corey McKendrick. And the 3-1 from Hartle is outside, and that's ball 4. Nice eye there by McKendrick here. Not swinging at anything out of his zone. Bases are now loaded here with only 1 away for the catcher Trevor Klingman. RBI single, his first plate appearance here. Trevor saw a pitch he can handle, didn't waste it. Took it in left field. That scored a run here. Brought home Austin Pitcher. Is actually the first run scored of the game for the USU Eagles. And he's looking to do some damage here with Eagles on every bag here and only 1 away. First pitch from Hartle is taken low for ball 1, and Jaden Hartle definitely does not have his best stuff. He has been fighting himself out there on the mound for the first 3 innings now, 2 1/3 innings of work, and it's been a difficult uphill battle. And as I say that, have a pitching coach trying out to the mound here, as well as Cameron Benson. So we're going to have a timeout here and play, and while we do, CSN would like to take this time to thank a few of our corporate sponsors: Edge Fitness, AR Iron, Courtyard by Marriott, Ford Country, Revere Golf Club, Greenspun Media Group, Sport Co. Sporting Goods, Findlay Toyota, and Under Armour. Thank you to all our sponsors here from the Cowdy family here. We appreciate everything you do for us, and Appreciate your support for our Coyotes here. Now this has to be the end may be getting near for Jaden Hartle. I'm not sure what his pitch count is, but it's looking 65. So he is definitely laboring now. Like I said, here with only 2.1 innings under his belt, bases loaded, I would say the leash is absolutely getting short for Jaden Hartle here. I can't see if Salt Lake has some arms moving, warming up in the bullpen, but I couldn't see why they wouldn't. Like I said, it seems like he is laboring out there a little bit here now at 65 pitches. It's getting into the danger zone here. See if Trevor Klingman can step into the box and do some damage. Like I said, USU Eastern catcher already 1 for 1 with an RBI single to his name. So let's see what he can do here. The first pitch from Hartle is in the dirt. Second pitch, for ball 2. Time was called after ball 1, of course, in this at bat. 2 balls and no strikes here. And now Trevor Klingman's going to look for something he can zone up and get a barrel on the ball. And wow, he swings at one and fouls it the opposite way, just tailing out of play up the first base right field line here. That might have been a bases clearing hit if that would have been able to land fair. USU would have been running 4 days. 2 balls and 1 strike here, only 1 away in the inning. 2-2 game. And Klingman goes the opposite way. Nice little inside-out approach there. He puts that into right field, and just like that, that's 2 RBIs. 2 RBI. Single. Have yourself a day, Mr. Klingman here. 3 RBIs in his first 2 plate appearances. USU Eastern jumps all over Jaden Hartle, and they now lead 4-2. 7th hit of the day for the Eagles here. Plates run number 4. And nice piece of hitting there by Trevor Klingman. Heads up base running as well by Corey McKendrick as he gets all the way to third. As the throw came in, it was not cut off. It went all the way to the plate here. Was not in time here. And Ridge Nielsen steps into the box here. Ground out victim his first attempt. He went 6-3. Was retired here. Let's see if the second baseman has a little better result in store this second time around. Like I was saying earlier, folks, don't be surprised when you see in-state rivals play these kind of games. I mean, in a tournament setting like this, everybody's record has been reset to 0-0. They've just been reseeded now. You know, everything you've learned, everything you've been able to accomplish and gain throughout the season, you know, good or bad, is in your rearview mirror here, and you're just moving forward trying to win 4 ball games, basically, in essence here, and that's the name of the game here. And USU Eastern has come out hot with the bats here, and Bennett Bradford looked really good retiring the Bruins in the bottom half of the second inning here. We'll have to see what the delay may do to him sitting in the dugout, but right now he's got to be the happiest guy in the stadium here as his team continues to put the pressure on Salt Lake and produce some runs. 2-1 count here as Jaden Hartle looks in. And that attempt is bunted foul by Ridge Nielsen here. That's going to bring the count even to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice idea by Ridge here. Maybe get the runners moving a little bit. A speedy second baseman might be able to beat something out if it's a slow roller to one of the corner infielders. So, nice idea there. Cameron Benson once again goes and has a word or two of encouragement for Jaden Hartle. He's trying to get through his 3rd inning of work in 2.2 innings. 2.1, excuse me. He hasn't even gotten to 2.2 yet. 4 earned runs. So Hartle steps off, fakes to third, fakes the throw to first here. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Top half of the third. 2 already in for Golden Eagles. And the 2-2 pitch is fouled at the plate here. We'll do it again. Hartle comes set to deliver the 2-2 pitch. And it's grounded into the hole at short. Shortstop fires over to second base for 1. But that's going to be an RBI. Fielder's choice for Ridge Nielsen here. 6-4 on the fielder's choice, but give Ridge an RBI. And and USU Eastern now leads 5-2. Okay, we have time here. I think we have some sort of discussion here. So hold that thought. I thought it was 5-2, but let me get some clarification here.
Slide rule interference at second. First
Run count, so?
No run.
All right, we have interference here on the slide rule here. So the runner is automatically out, and the caveat there is the run does not count. So the fifth run did not count, and that's going to end the inning here for Salt Lake. So as we head to the bottom of the third, Bruins trail 4-2 instead of 5-2 here on the Coyote Sports Network. We'll be back, folks. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Skylar Mahoney leading off for the Bruins as they go 2-3-4. Mahoney will be followed by Austin Ovard and third baseman Trevor Peterson. First pitch from Bennett Bradford into Mahoney is in there for a called strike. And the next pitch paints the outside corner beautifully here for strike two. No balls and two strikes. Skylar Mahoney singled in his first plate appearance. The 0-2 to Mahoney. Fouled back to the screen. Skylar, 235 hitter, batting from the left-hand side, handles the bat very well here. Seen him do some damage to us in the postseason last year. 2015, of course, Skylar now a sophomore, 5'9", 155, from right here in Henderson, Nevada, basic high school. So it's always nice to see former Southern Nevada standouts come back, even when they're not playing for our local teams here, to see them in the conference competing back at home. I'm sure Skylar has a nice contingent of fans out there supporting him as he comes out. And as I say that, he saws one off over the third baseman's head into left field for a single. It's hit number 4 for the Bruins here. It's going to bring up Austin Ovard. Again, shocking me playing first base. It's crazy to see the regular Bruin shortstop at first, but due to injuries, like I said, he's filling in where he can. I'm sure he'll do an exceptional job at first. Can really pick it over at short. Ovard sacrificed 1-3 in his first plate appearance. That sacrifice led to a run being scored. Austin, the consummate team player, of course, always doing what needs to be done for his team to be successful. Austin played in all 52 games this year for the Bruins. 309 batting average, third on the team in hits, with 51, and third in RBIs with 35 here. This lefty can definitely handle the bat. Gave the Coyotes fits in last year's 2015 Region 18 tournament on the way to a Region 18 tournament crown here. We did defeat Salt Lake in the championship game to win that. And even playing them in the Western Districts here, they were a tough out, believe you me. They had some really, really good pitching. Jason Jordan, Corey Bradford were two of their top arms, two of the guys. I believe Jason Jordan is pitching at Utah Valley. That's right. Hit me up on Twitter and let me know if he's not. If he's pitching somewhere else and you do know where Jason Jordan's throwing these days, please hit us up on CSN Coyotes. Always like to follow the players in the SWAC, and like I said, last year was one of my first years being able to broadcast and get involved with the Scenic West Athletic Conference. I mean, top to bottom, there's some outstanding baseball being played here every single year in this conference, and it's nice to see with CSN's ranking here. We're 19 in the most recent perfect game poll. It's nice to see the national recognition coming to this conference, and there's more than one team. It's not just one team that does that for a conference. It's a conference as a whole. Western Nevada has been a big contributor to that, and the Salt Lake City team here just produced some excellent ball players to go on and play elsewhere after they were done here at the junior college level. 2-ball, 2-strike count from Bradford as he looks for a put-away pitch on Austin Ovard. And instead, Ovard grounds that foul up the first base side to fight a good pitch off, and count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. I like the way Bennett Bradford has approached these hitters since getting struck for 2 runs in the bottom half of the first inning. He's really attacked the batters here and thrown strikes. And, I mean, that's all you can ask for. Like I said, Bennett Bradford is the top arm here on this USU Eastern team. But I think he gave the bats too much respect in the first inning. He throws an excellent pitch here inside, cut on and missed. Strikeout there. Striking out Austin Ovard, earning his second strikeout of the day. Like I said, I think he was giving them a little too much respect in the bottom half of the first inning, pitching around them instead of doing what needed to be done, on the mound. And now he's a little bit more in control of this game here, and he made an excellent pitch to one of the toughest hitters to retire in the lineup, 3-hole hitter Austin Ovard. Trevor Peterson steps in 1-for-1 with an RBI single. Bruin cleanup hitter here. Has some nice power numbers here. 38 RBIs. 18 of his 55 hits have gone for extra bases here, so Trevor Peterson has a pop to do some damage here and get his Bruins right back in the game with one swing of the bat here. Next pitch is wide and outside for ball 1. It's going to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. As we're just underway here, Game 1 of the Region 18 Tournament, 2016 edition. USU Eastern, the 6th seed. Eagles lead the 2-seed Bruins, and just like that, Trevor Peterson slaps the ball over the shortstop's head. Heads up base running there the entire way from Skylar Mahoney. Allows him to advance to third. Peterson's 2 for 2. And the designated hitter Mitch Cavanaugh here, who had a sacrifice fly to center field in his last plate appearance, has the same kind of opportunity here. RBI opportunity for Cavanaugh with runners on first and third and only 1 out. But before that, USU Eastern is going to have a meeting on the mound here. Looking in their pen, it doesn't look like they have anybody warming up. Just want to talk some strategy. And as we have a break in the action here, like I said, USU head baseball coach Scott Madsen here wanted to talk to his starter, Bennett Bradford. Bennett Bradford, a local Utah product here out of Spanish Fork here, 6'2", righty here. No one's warming up in the pen here. I think he just wants to have some words of encouragement for his starter here. Tell him to go ahead and attack this batter. Very dangerous batter in Mitch Cavanaugh. You want to respect his power for sure. Mitch has 2 home runs on the season, 15 RBIs. But from the left-hand side, definitely a guy who can put one in the gap here and change this game with 1 swing. And as I say that, he just misses putting one over the third baseman's head up the left field line for extra bases. Instead, that goes just foul. And all that is strike 1. Well struck ball there by Mitch Cavanaugh. Nice approach here going the other way. We saw Klingman do that in the last inning here. Righty went inside out and had a 2 RBI single to right field. So if you can take that approach, if that's what the pitcher's giving you, take it. Cavanaugh instead gets into one, and that's going to be a base hit into right field. And just like that, Skylar Mahoney comes home to score the run here. Mitch Cavanaugh with a RBI single. Peterson going first to third here. And Cavanaugh standing on first. Peterson standing on third. Bruins inch closer here. Cam Lane steps in, right fielder strikeout victim, his first plate appearance here. Let's see if Cam has a little better result second time around. First pitch by Bradford is taken outside for ball 1. Cam Lane played in 47 games this year, 279 hitter, 31 runs scored, 41 hits, and a team leading 4 long balls here. So watch out for Cam Lane. He's got some pop. 32 RBIs on the season. This is a great opportunity for some situational baseball here where Salt Lake knows they can score the run without producing a hit here, as long as they can get a fly ball to the outfield, not get doubled up on a ground ball to one of the middle infielders playing deeper than the corner infielders. Here you can produce a run, manufacture a run, if you will, without allowing a hit. But right now, Bennett Bradford is a little bit shaky on the mound here as he's thrown 3 consecutive balls. Trevor Klingman out to talk to him, see if he can settle his starting pitcher down. Still looks quiet in the USU Eastern pen. No one warming up. This is definitely Bennett's game here as he goes in looking to complete his 3rd inning of work. The next pitch is outside for ball 4. Cam Lane takes a 4-pitch walk. That's going to load the bases here. Still only 1 out in the inning for catcher Cameron Benson. Cameron flied out to center field in his first plate appearance. Freshman catcher batting from the left-hand side here, looking to do some real damage in his second opportunity here and open this game up. Like I said, Eastern had a very short-lived 4-2 lead. It's now 4-3, and Cameron Benson here can erase any sort of doubt here and get Jaden Hartle back in line for a win. If Hartle can come back out, I don't know if his day is done. I think we may see Hartle. Like I said, this is a 9-inning game, so it's not one of those 7-inning affairs. I think we could see Hartle back out here for sure. Ooh, Cameron Benson rips one foul just up the right field line. If that baby lands fair, that's clearing the bases. That would have brought home 3. That would have been no doubter. He would have been standing on second base, guaranteed. Ball just foul here. Now Benson finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Next pitch is fouled off, out of play. Count remains, no balls and 2 strikes. Bradford comes set to deliver the 0-2 to Benson. Oh, wow. Very close pitch here. Brandon Bradford wanted that pitch. Benson spits on it. It's a called ball. A little bit outside here. 1 ball and 2 strikes here. Very close pitch. Tough to take that in 0-2 count for sure. Cameron Benson comes set for the 1-2 from Bradford. And that is flipped into right field. Station-to-station baseball here is going to score the tying run here. Give Cameron Benson a RBI single. Right field here. Kind of flip that over to right field here to tie the game up. 4-4. And we're right back where we started at. All knotted up. Both teams with identical scoring numbers here. 4 runs on 7 hits. No errors for either side. And it's going to bring up Cody Hall. Shortstop looking to figure out a way to keep the train moving here. He's got bases full of Bruins. These are the innings here where you can put up crooked numbers. Put up a 4 or 5 spot here. This is where you can really take control of the entire game. Get your pitching, which has been shaky on both sides here, allowing 4 runs here and just not even 3 complete innings of play. Give them a cushion they can work with here. Give them the confidence to come out and throw strikes. Like I said, it's so important to win this game. If you win this game, you're going to save some arms, and you're going to be into tomorrow. You're going to be on to the next day of the tournament. You lose this game, you're playing for your tournament lives here later tonight, and if you lose that game, you're going home. So this is a pivotal game to win here. Salt Lake City, of course, knows that. being a veteran of this conference here. And like I said, last year finishing runner-up in this Region 18 tournament to CSN and getting the bid to the Western District tournament, which they came back down the next week and competed in as well. Of course, Yavapai College defeating CSN in a heartbreaker there last season, ending the Coyotes' hopes of a trip to Grand Junction. This year, the Western Districts will be hosted by one of the Colorado teams. We're not quite sure who that's going to be yet, but we're excited to hopefully have the opportunity to get there and play in that tournament. First things first, 2-2 count. And the next pitch from Bradford is a sweeping breaking ball wide and outside. That's going to load, bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bases full of Bruins here. It's going to be, I wonder if there's going to be some action on the base pass here. Bennett Bradford looking a little bit shaky as USU Eastern has an arm warming up in the pen. And as I say that here, Bennett Bradford makes a heck of a pitch here to Cody Hall, strike 3, to retire the Bruins shortstop here and give him an opportunity to get out of this inning tied 4-4. But before that, he's got to deal with left fielder Nick Roberts. Nick Roberts slapped the first pitch he hit right into left field over the third baseman's head. If he can duplicate that feat, we're looking at least 2 RBIs here for the part-time center fielder. Nick Roberts, 303 hitter. And Nick drops that into right field. Oh, and a bad throw in there. So give Nick Roberts 2 RBIs on the single, and then we're going to have an error on the throw-in, I believe. No. All right, we're just going to give Nick the 2 RBI double. So he's standing on second base here. And just like that, the Bruins have opened this game up. They've now scored 4 times in this inning here and now lead 6-4. So whatever short-lived lead USU Eastern had, that is gone. Salt Lake finding its groove offensively here. And Mitch Berryhill, speaking of finding your groove, this guy's been in a groove all season, leading the entire Scenic West Athletic Conference with a .434 batting average. On base percentage is .517, and he's slugging .560, folks. So the lefty has some power, too. It's lefty center fielder here. And as I say that, Berryhill cuts and misses. For the Bruins specifics here, 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Salt Lake now takes a 6-4 lead as we head to the top of the 4th inning here on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Top of the 4th inning here. USU Eastern trails Salt Lake City 6-4 after the Bruins touch up the Eagles for a 4 spot in the home half of the 3rd. Top of the order here for USU Eastern with Austin Gertzen. Gertzen wastes little time as he drives the ball into the right center field gap. Easy play there for center fielder Mitch Berryhill, F8 to retire Austin Gertzen. It's going to bring up right fielder Reggie Gates. Gates popped out to the second baseman. His first plate appearance was hit by a pitch his second time around here. Got some scores to update you on as well here in the Region 18 softball tournament. Western Nevada College defeated Colorado Northwestern 18-1. 1-8, 18-1. And unfortunately, our CSN Lady Coyotes fell to Snow College 5-2. In a very well played game. Fortunately, we weren't able to get the win here. Lady Coyotes, of course, still alive here as the tournament is double elimination here. We'll have their next matchup for you shortly. And at 2:30 p.m., Salt Lake Community College, the fourth-ranked Bruins, will take on Western Nevada College. So we'll keep you updated from Taylorsville, Utah, as the Region 18 softball tournament is going on as we speak. Like I said, our Lady Coyotes were tough luck losers here, 5-2 to Snow College in the first game of the tournament. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the next pitch, and it's right down the middle there for a called strike. 3 balls and 1 strike here. 1 away in the inning. Jaden Hartle looking to settle in after his team got him the lead back here, and that ball is chopped to the mound. Jaden Hartle falling off, throws a ill-advised ball to first base. Takes a hop here. That's an E1. Single. So we have a single and an E1 on the throwing error, allowing him to advance to second. Double checking with our official scorer here in the booth. So a single for Reggie Gates here, back to the pitcher, and then the 1-3 error allows him to advance to second base. And surprise, surprise, Eastern has a runner in scoring position here for the fourth straight inning, and they're looking for a run or two here to answer the Bruins charge here. The next pitch is bunted back from Zach Lundell to Jaden Hartle. That is sack 1-3 in your books here. That's going to get Reggie Gates over to third base for the cleanup hitter Mitch K. Designated hitter today, 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Mitch looking to do some more damage here and played a run here for his Eagles. Get him right back in this game here. I mean, 2 runs is hardly being down. But really right back in if you're just a run. Instead, Mitch K grounds to third base. Peterson fires over in time. 5-3 to retire him and shut the Eagles down here. Eagles leave 1 on base here. 1 hit, no errors as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bruins lead the Eagles 6-4 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Skylar Mahoney steps into the box here. Mahoney will be followed by first baseman Austin Ovard and third baseman Trevor Peterson here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Bennett Bradford still out there. Had a stay of execution, if you will, here after getting out of the bases loaded jam, not allowing any more runs in the bottom half of the 3rd, excuse me. Bradford comes set to deliver. 3-0 pitch here. And just like that, 4 pitches and the walk. And it's going to bring up Austin Ovard here. Still strange to see Austin playing first base. He has a sack to the pitcher and a strikeout. His first 2 plate appearances here. And Trevor Klingman going out to talk to his starter, Bennett Bradford. Umpire breaks that up here. So we're here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, 6-4 here from beautiful Moore Stadium. Excellent day for baseball, mid-80s and plenty of sunshine here. Had a little bit of wind coming in from center field. That's now dead. And it looks like Bennett Bradford's day may be over as head coach Scott Madsen takes a walk out to the mound and is going to take the ball out of the righty's hand here. And let's see if we get a number of who's coming in.
28. 29.
And coming into the game to relieve Bennett Bradford is going to be number 29, Caden Longman. Right-handed freshman pitcher from Lehigh, Utah. So we're going to let Caden get loose here. And as Mr. Longman throws some warm-up pitches, we're going to go to a break, and we'll be right back on the Coyote Sports Network. And as Caden Longman completes his warm-up pitches, we're back here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Bruins have a runner on first base. No outs here, and that's going to bring up Austin Ovard. First pitch, Ovard sees it skied into center field here. Austin Gertson has a beat on it. Center fielder gets over and makes a catch in the left center field gap for out number 1. F8 in your books to retire Ovard, and that's going to bring up the third baseman, Trevor Peterson. Nice game so far for Peterson. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. That's the Bruin cleanup hitter today. Looking to get his team to tomorrow. Get him in the winner's bracket. It's exactly what you want to do here. Of course, if Salt Lake City wins this game, they will face off against the Western Nevada Wildcats in the second game tomorrow afternoon. Game scheduled for 3 p.m. Of course, the Coyotes will face the lowest-seeded team to advance as the 1 seed in the tournament beginning tomorrow at noon. So make your plans to join us out here at the ballpark. Be great to see as many Coyote fans as we can get out here to support our guys. Like I said, the magic is real here at Moore, 16-2 in Scenic West Athletic Conference play at home for the Coyotes, 25-4 overall in the friendly confines of the Coyote Den here at Moore Stadium. So come out and support your Coyotes, please. I said we can use this as your last opportunity to see a great ball club here at home. After this, if we're fortunate enough to win this Region 18 tournament, of course we will participate in the 2016 Western Districts, which is junior college's version of the Super Regionals. Of course, you're familiar with that through NCAA Division I baseball. And then, of course, the winner of the Western Districts will get the golden ticket, so to speak, and get an opportunity to advance to Grand Junction, Colorado, and compete in the Junior College World Series, which is every team's goal here at this level. And Trevor Peterson, have yourself an afternoon, my friend. 3 for 3, 3 singles and 1 RBI as he puts one into left field here. Runners now on first and second base. Hit number 9 for the Salt Lake City Bruins as they are absolutely taking advantage of their opportunities at the plate here. 9 hits and not even 4 complete innings. 3 1/3. And lefty right fielder Cam Lane here steps into the box. And that ball is driven into the right center field gap. Gertson was playing very shallow. Not shallow enough, though, as Lane is able to single that into center field. And just like that, Bruins have the bases loaded here. Hit number 10 for Salt Lake, as they got some action rolling. They have really kept the pressure on the Eagles all afternoon here. They've just been relentless here. This is the 3rd time in 4 innings that they've had bases loaded here. The Bruins have scored 2 in the first, none in the second, 4 in the third, and are definitely threatening here in the home half of the 4th. And speaking of threatening, that's a fair ball. That's going to be a base hit, and that's going to plate at least 2. And aggressive base running by the Bruins has runners at second and third. Give Cam Benson a double there, 2 RBIs. And extend the Bruin lead, to 8-4. They're now doubling up Salt Lake, or they're now doubling up USU Eastern, and they still have runners at second and third here. Still only 1 away. Great piece of hitting there by Cam Benson. Or Cam Lane, Double and 2 RBIs to Lane. And in the box is Cameron Benson here, and he skies one on the infield. Whoa, tough play with this kind of sun. Able to be made by the USU third baseman here. P5 in your books to retire Cameron Benson. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Cody Hall. Cody Hall struck out in his last plate appearance, was retired 5-3 in his first time at the plate here. 2 down now. Like I said, after Cameron Benson skied a ball on the infield here. Very tough play for the third baseman from USU Eastern, Nathan Hedberg, to stick with, though. He was able to glove it. And it'd be a big shot in the arm here for Caden Longman if he's able to strand these Bruins on second and third. His team already trailing 8-4. You don't want to get any further behind here. Like I said, this could get ugly in a hurry here. If the Bruins can plate these 2 runs here, they are definitely in the driver's seat here. That would be runs 9 and 10 on the day. Nice pitch there by Longman, called for strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to shortstop Cody Hall. Number 1 on his back. Cody, of course, playing shortstop due to injury. We've had a lot of players moving around. Like I said, Austin Ovard playing first. It's been a mash unit here a little bit for the Salt Lake City Bruins, but they're not complaining about it. They're just finding ways to win, which they've continued to do. Like I said, with all the injuries they faced, they were still able to pretty much put up a 500 record on the season here. In the SWAC, 27 and 25 overall, 18 and 19 in conference play, good enough for 3rd place in the Scenic West. We're at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Salt Lake leads USU Eastern 8-4. Salt Lake 8 runs on 11 hits, 1 error. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Eagles. And that ball is grounded to the pitcher. Longman comes up, fires in time, 1-3 to retire Cody Hall. But Bruins do plate a pair, and extend their lead over USU Eastern to 8-4 as we head to the top half of the fifth inning here on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Top half of the fifth inning. Jaden Hartle back out on the bump as he's looking for a second consecutive scoreless inning. Manny Begay now hitting in place of Austin Pitcher. Manny Begay, number 7 in your scorebooks here. And Manny chops one over to short. Cody Hall up with it, fires over to first base, not in time. Very rarely does Austin Ovard not come up with a ball, but unfortunately that's going to be so we're going to call that an E6 here. So correction, Manny Begay pinch hit for Nathan Hedberg, and Austin Pitcher is now batting. Oh! Love to see that hustle here as Benson sells out for that ball. Unfortunately, unable to come up with it. But those are the kind of plays that really get your teammates fired up, and they rally behind you when you hustle like that. Those kind of hustle plays there are just absolutely go unnoticed sometimes, but they are priceless to your teammates. And when they see you selling out and playing as hard as you can here, those are the kind of things that really count. So Begay on due to an E6. That's going to bring up first baseman Austin Pitcher. Pitcher walked, stole a base, scored in his first plate appearance, singled in his second time up here. Austin Pitcher again setting the pace for the entire USU Eastern Eagle team here with a .387 batting average as Austin comes in for the next pitch from Jaden Hartle. That's called ball, 1 ball and 1 strike here. Jaden Hartle has danced his way through 4 1/3 innings here, looking to get. And Austin Pitcher slices one down the left field line. That's going to get down fair. Nice job there by Pitcher to slice that off there for his second hit of the day here. He's been on board all 3 times.
So Begay hit for Hedberg, right? Hedberg.
Austin. No, for Hedberg.
Nathan Hedberg.
And Corey McKendrick now steps into the batter's box here. He's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk here. Singled his first plate appearance, walked his second time up. The USU Eastern shortstop looking to create a rally here, and he shows bunt. And the throw behind, I'm not a big fan of that play. I mean, I comment on all the time, especially with softball and baseball here. The throw behind with the catcher, especially with the runner on second, he didn't even have a big enough lead to even think to throw behind, in my opinion. I've seen so many mishandled balls overthrown into the outfield, things that are going to create trouble here, and it's something that is just completely unnecessary because the odds of you picking off that runner at second are slim to none every time. 1 ball and 1 strike now as Jaden Hartle delivers to Corey McKendrick. McKendrick will be followed by catcher Trevor Klingman, who has 3 of the team's 4 RBIs. Fantastic job there by Klingman, of course, to come in and deliver some clutch hits and some clutch opportunities. McKendrick shows bunt, and this is bunted up the first base side. First baseman Asa Ovar comes over, fires at third. Nice play. 3-1. McKendrick a fielder's choice. Lead runner retired 3-1 there in that sequence here. 1 away in the inning. And that's going to bring up Trevor Klingman. Klingman 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs here. 3 of the Eagles' 4 RBIs in this game. He's got an RBI opportunity as well with runners on first and second, only 1 away in the inning. Klingman will be followed by the second baseman, 9-hole hitter Ridge Nielsen. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the first pitch to Klingman. And check swing is called strike. Ball in the dirt, though, after the swinging strike. Both runners are able to advance here. So the Eagles move 2 runners into scoring position here. Well, one was in scoring position. Now both are in scoring position. Runners at second and third here. And see if USU Eastern can manufacture at least 1 run here with only 1 away in the inning. He said Trevor Klingman already responsible for 3 of the Eagles' 4 RBIs. 2 very clutch singles. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the 0-1 pitch to Klingman. Oh, that's high and tight for ball 1. Here in the top half of the 5th inning, Salt Lake leads USU Eastern 8-4. 8 runs, 11 hits, 1 error for the Bruins. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Eagles. Ball's fouling out of play here. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the 1-2 pitch. And Klingman strikes that foul off the first base side here. Hartle continuing to battle. He hasn't had his best stuff out there, but he's looking to, if he can get through this inning here, it'd be 5 innings of work, allowing only 4 runs at the moment here. Oh, an excellent pitch there to Trevor Klingman. Getting him swinging on the strikeout here. 8-4 here. This would be a big opportunity if they were able to get out of this and strand Eagles at second and third. That would be demoralizing for USU Eastern and a huge shot in the arm for the Bruins. Hartle comes set to deliver the first pitch, and that's high and tight for ball 1. Ridge Nielsen grounded out to shortstop his first plate appearance. Reached via fielder's choice. An RBI ground out in his last time here, so he does have one of the team's 4 RBIs. Ridge looking for another RBI here if he can put a ball in the outfield. Opportunity here to score at least 1, possibly plate 2 if it's well placed. Let's see what Nielsen has in store here. Instead, the 2-0 pitch is taken low in the dirt for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes here. This looks like our scoreboard went out. Oh. And the 3-0 pitch is taken very tight for ball 4. And we now have bases loaded here for the USU Eastern leadoff hitter, Austin Gertzen. Austin Gertzen here on the day. Grounded out to third base in his first plate appearance, followed by an RBI single and a fly out to center field. First pitch to Gertz is taken for ball 1. And next pitch in there for a called strike. Even the count out, 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases full of Eagles here. Top half of the 5th inning. Pitch cut on and missed by Gertzen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And nice pitch there by Jaden Hartle to get out of trouble here. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left on base, no errors here as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Salt Lake continues to lead USU Eastern 8-4. And we'll be right back here on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Bottom half of the 5th inning, 8-4 Bruin lead here. Nick Roberts, 9-hole hitter, left fielder, will lead off here. Nick has had a fantastic game up to this point. 2 for 2 with a single and a double, 2 RBIs. Nick Roberts will be followed by leadoff hitter Mitch Berryhill and second baseman Skylar Mahoney here in the bottom half of the 5th for the Bruins. Salt Lake has already pounded out 11 hits. We're having some scoreboard difficulties, but that shouldn't affect the broadcast here. As the next pitch to Nick Roberts is fouled out of play over the first base line here. Count remains. No balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch is driven back up the box here into center field for a single. Nick Roberts has his 3rd hit of the day, 3 for 3 for Nick Roberts. And we're going to go back to the top of the order here, and Mitch Berryhill. Said Mitch Berryhill has had himself quite a season here, leading the entire Scenic West Athletic Conference in batting average and hits. 76 here. 13 of his 76 hits have gone for extra bases, 31 RBIs. Berryhill has struggled today. He did walk and score a run, but he's grounded out to the shortstop and struck out in his last 2 plate appearances. Lefty center fielder looking for a little better result. His 4th time around. Said the walk came around to score, so that was definitely something productive for him. But Berryhill used to getting on base over half the time here. His OBP 517. Very impressive here for Mitch Berryhill. That's how you win a batting crown. Longman throws over to first. Austin pitcher. See if they can keep Nick Roberts honest here. Salt Lake is a team that likes to run. They will challenge you. They will challenge you behind the dish here. They'll hit and run. They'll steal. They'll double steal. They always are looking to keep the wheels in motion, so to speak, trying to give their team the best opportunity to score runs here. They've already plated 8 here on 11 hits. See what's going on with Mitch Berryhill. Next pitch to Berryhill is fouled back to the screen here for strike 2.
Just do ball and strikes for now. Right now, I got 1 and 2.
1 ball and 2 strike count here on the Bruin leadoff hitter. Runner on first base here.
Good.
And Berryhill fouls that back and out of play. Count remains even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There we go. Ball pitched on back over here. Keep Nick Roberts honest. And the next pitch is delivered for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mitch Berryhill taking Caden Longman all the way here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom half of the 5th inning. Bruins doubling up the Eagles 8-4 as we speak. And Mitch Berryhill, and excuse me, almost check swing. You couldn't have thrown it out there any better up the left field line. That's how you hit 434. Putting the ball in play where you can. Single for Mitch Berryhill moves Nick Roberts over to second. And just like that, the Bruins have something cooking here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, already leading 8-4. That's the 12th hit for Salt Lake City here. And Skylar Mahoney steps into the box here. Mahoney 2 for 2. Singles in his first 2 plate appearances. Walked his last time up. Bruins second baseman with a big opportunity here to score some more runs for his team. Give Salt Lake credit. They have been on the offensive the entire game. Doing what they need to do as far as getting runners on, getting runners over, and getting runners in. Their approach has been flawless here. Like I said, they know they want to win this game, and they want to go hit the showers, go home, go back to the hotel, and rest up. They know if they win this game, they are into tomorrow's tournament, and they will face the Western Nevada Wildcats. Like I said, it is Salt Lake would be the next highest seed here at 3, so they would play Western Nevada, and the Coyotes would face the winner of CSI and Colorado Northwestern. And that pitch, FF2, to retire Skylar Mahoney here. And a big out recorded by Longman, Caden Longman here. Definitely needing something like that, a shot in the arm. He gets it, FF2 for the first out of the inning. Runners are not able to advance. And with 1 away in the bottom half of the 5th, Austin Ovard steps into the box. Flied out to center fielder Austin Gertson in his last plate appearance. Let's see what the lefty can do here with runners on first and second. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Did 1 away here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Salt Lake leading USU Eastern 8-4. Next pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Caden Longman here battling Austin Ovard. Even if he is able to retire Ovard, he's not out of the woods yet, as you have Trevor Peterson standing in the on-deck circle. Bruin cleanup hitter. Looking for a chance to take some hacks. And speaking of some hacks there, Austin Ovard singles into right field. Nick Roberts thought about it, but put on the brakes here. That's going to load the bases for the Bruins here. Hit number 13. And we have bases full of Bruins here. Not a surprise here. This is the 4th time in 5 innings the Bruins have loaded the bases on USU Eastern. USU Eastern has been able to dance around the bases loaded jam here once. Every other time they were touched up for at least 1 run. Let's see what they have in store here. I said this is going to be a very, very key inning for both teams here. Bruins wanting to break this thing open. USU Eastern wanting to shut the door. Caden Longman comes set to deliver the first pitch. Oh. And that got inside Trevor Peterson's wheelhouse real quick here. I don't know how that didn't hit him. Salt Lake City third baseman, 3 for 3 with 3 singles, 1 RBI on the day. I said that almost hit him. I don't know how it didn't. 1 ball and no strikes here to the Bruin third baseman. He lines out to the second baseman. Retired for the first time, L4. Well, Mitch Cavanaugh stepping into the batter's box here. Lefty designated hitter. Had a sacrifice fly to center field in his first at bat and an RBI single, second time up here. Mitch looking for a third RBI. As many opportunities here. Mitch comes in batting .263. 15 ribs on the season, though. He's been pretty clutch when he's gotten the opportunity to swing the bat. He has a big opportunity here against Caden Longman, and Longman here looking to walk the tightrope for a second consecutive inning here and stifle the Bruins. I mean, he's done a good job since coming in. You know, he hasn't given up the big inning, and that's really all you can ask for from USU Eastern's perspective here. They just want to make sure their pitcher can keep their team in the game as long as possible. Caden Longman here is one big pitch away from extending the game and keeping his Eagles in it. Mitch Cavanaugh swings over the top of that breaking pitch. And big pitch coming up here for Longman. Looking for a put-away pitch on Mitch Cavanaugh. And that pitch is fouled back and out of play here. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Next pitch to Cavanaugh here after a long wait from Longman. Is taken low for a ball. Count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes here. Bottom half of the 5th inning, 8-4 Bruin lead. Bruins looking for an opportunity to break this open here if Mitch Cavanaugh can put one in the outfield. Potentially plate 2 runs here. And on the flip side, Caden Longman here looking for an excellent opportunity to give his team a shot in the arm. And he does here as he catches Mitch Cavanaugh napping here. Mitch Cavanaugh just looking here. Backwards K in your book. Bruins leave the bases loaded here. Bottom half of the 5th inning. They strand 3. As we head to the top of the 6th, Bruins lead the Eagles 8-4. And welcome into the top half of the 6th inning. USU Eastern trails Salt Lake City 8-4. Leading off for the Eagles is Reggie Gates, right fielder here. Fouls the first pitch off up the first base side, and very impressed to still see Jaden Hartle out on the mound here. Reggie Gates will be followed by left fielder Zach Lundell and the designated hitter Mitch Kay in the top half of the 6th inning here. And give Jaden Hartle some credit. I mean, he's gone the entire way. Hartle's still doing the job here as he's only allowed 4 runs here as he starts his 6th inning of work here. So Hartle looking to continue the success he's found the last couple innings, keeping the Eagles off the scoreboard here. And if Hartle can pitch a strong 6th inning, we're going to have to give him a quality start. And after the choppy waters he's faced, put himself right in line for the victory here. Huge first victory for his team. Pitch is taken just out of play here over the first base side. Umpire calls time, dusting off the home plate area there. And Jaden Hartle comes set to deliver the next pitch to Reggie Gates. Next pitch is high for a ball. Oh. Next pitch by Gates fouled just off the first base side here. Like I said, Jaden Hartle starting his 6th inning of work here. Looked like he may not get through 3 the way he was pitching early, but he has settled into a groove here. Salt Lake not wanting to burn a lot of their bullpen arms, knowing that this is a war of attrition here in this Region 18 tournament, and Jaden Hartle is obliging them. That next pitch, P6 here, is going to retire Reggie Gates, as that is a can of corn for shortstop Cody Hall. Pop up right to him, and that's going to bring up Zach Lundell. Left fielder here walked in his first plate appearance, struck out his second time up, and sacrificed 1-3 last time up at the plate here. See what he has in store in his 4th plate appearance. That ball is high and tight from Jaden Hartle. Nothing new here as he's gone high and tight to a lot of these USU Eastern batters, not afraid to let them know that he owns the inner half of the plate, and it's worked for him so far. He's been able to breeze through the last 2 innings. I mean, I guess breeze would be maybe a little bit of an over-exaggeration, but not allow any runs, only allow 3 hits. So he's definitely been able to work his way back into a groove here, get himself set up for success, and get his team as many innings, eating up as many innings as he can for his team and saving his bullpen, which is going to pay dividends down the line here. Zach Lundell fouls the next pitch out of play over our heads here. Hartle comes set to deliver the next pitch, and that is cut on and missed. Tell you one thing about Hartle, he is still throwing very hard. Jaden is throwing really, really hard out there. 6'3" freshman is definitely still bringing it. Oh, and a nice pitch there to reaffirm what I just said, striking out Zach Lundell for the 2nd time today. And that's going to bring up Mitch Kay, number 22. And let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 5th strikeout of the day for Caden Hartle. Ooh, filthy little breaking pitch in there. Just misses. But I'll tell you what, that location and that pitch here is going to keep those USU Eastern bats off the inside part of the plate, and that's exactly what Jaden Hartle wants to do. Easy for me to say. Like I said, Hartle has come out and really battled here. Jaden's been fantastic, settling in. Like I said, now with 5 strikeouts on the day here, he's really in control. Would not shock me at all if he's able to retire this batter to see him come out for the top half of the 7th inning. Hartle has really worked himself into a groove, and if he can save that bullpen and allow his starters, or allow the rest of his teammates to not have to see any action here in this first game, I mean, that's exactly what you want. Ooh, and Hartle comes high and tight inside to Mitch Kay. And like I said, he has been doing that all afternoon, and it has worked in his favor. Mitch Kay, 2 for 3, singled in his first 2 plate appearances, grounded out to third his last plate appearance here. And that next pitch is in there for a called strike by Jaden Hartle. So he comes set to deliver the next pitch to Kay. And Kay grounds that up the third base line. Foul. Kind of remain at 1 ball and 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top half of the 6th inning. USU Eastern Eagles haven't made much noise here the last 2 innings, and that's due in large part to Caden Hartle settling in here to his game, pitching his game after a very, very rocky start. He was able to figure out a couple things, and that ball is a easy play there for the right fielder. F9 to retire Mitch K, and an excellent inning for Caden Hartle. No runs, no hits, none left on bases. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Bruins lead the Eagles 8-4 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back to the broadcast. Bottom half of the 6th inning here. Cam Lane leading off for the Bruins. Lane will be followed by catcher Cameron Benson and shortstop Cody Hall here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Bruins doubling up the Eagles 8-4 in Game 1 of this Region 18 tournament here, just underway. Cam Lane walked in his first plate appearance, singled, and had a 2 RBI double. His last 2 plate appearances. Lane gets into one here, and this baby is gone. Are you kidding me? Cam Lane putting a charge into one here. RBI number 3 of the afternoon, and he is just a triple short of the cycle, folks. Single, double, home run, and a walk. Have yourself a day, Cam Lane. Salt Lake now leads USU 9-4, as that's their 14th hit of the game here, 9th run. As Salt Lake City here has definitely brought the heavy bats out for this opening game of this tournament. Cameron Benson steps into the box. Flied out to center field in his first plate appearance. RBI single his second time up. Popped up to the third baseman. Remember, a very tough play on the infield here with this guy. Was made to retire Cameron his last time up. Cameron fouls the first pitch from Longman. Out of play over the left field side. Next pitch from Longman is driven right back up the box here. Shortstop has it. Fires over to first. Nice arm there. 6-3 to retire the freshman catcher Cameron Benson. 1 away, and that's going to bring up shortstop Cody Hall. Cody Hall grounded out to third, struck out, and grounded back to the pitcher. Cody 0 for 3 today, looking for his first hit. Join the club. Salt Lake City has 14 hits through not even 6 full innings of play here. First pitch from Longman, taken for ball 1. Hall will be followed by Nick Roberts. And then if anybody reaches, we'll go back to the top of the order with Mitch Berryhill. Ball taken low and inside. Bounces away, actually. One away in the inning, 9-4. Longman comes set to deliver the next pitch, and that's taken for a strike. what I found here is Cody Hall. It's a ground ball, basically hit his glove like a magnet here. Throwing out there 2 strikes. And with 2 away in the inning here, Nick Roberts steps into the plate. Nick Roberts had himself a heck of a game. 2 singles and an RB and a 2 singles and a 2 RBI double here, 3 for 3. As we got some Western Nevada players sitting right in front here. This pitch from Longman is called strike. Second pitch is inside for a ball. Ball and 1 strike here. Longman looking for his quickest inning of the day since coming in relief. Looking to retire the Bruins in order. Should be a welcome addition to USU Eastern here. Bottom half of the 6th inning. Salt Lake leads USU Eastern 9-4. Bruins 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. And Longman misses on the 3-1 pitch. It's ball 4. Nick Roberts trots to first with a walk. It's going to bring up Mitch Berryhill. First pitch to Berryhill is driven right to short. Oh, and he's unable to make the play here. It's got to be an E6. Mitch Berryhill reaches on the error here. It would have been interesting to see if he would have came up with that play, if he would have fired to first, if he would have had him in enough time. Skylar Mahoney now coming up here. Second error of the day for USU Eastern. Skylar Mahoney here. Team has a 5-run lead here, looking for a real opportunity to break this one open. First pitch, Mahoney sees is fouled out of play over the third base side. Next pitch from Longman to Mahoney. And that's driven out into center field. Austin Gertson has a beat on it. And what a play. Austin Gertson selling out. Absolutely diving play here to end the inning. F8. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left on base as we head to the top of the 7th. Salt Lake leads USU Eastern 9-4 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back to the broadcast, folks. Top half of the 7th inning. Colton Hill now pinch hitting for Manny Begay. Of course, Manny Begay came in and pinch hit for Nathan Hedberg. So Colton Hill, number 27, will be followed by Austin Pitcher and Corey McKendrick here in the top half of the 7th inning for the Eagles. And just like that, outs are getting scarce here as we only have 9 left for USU Eastern, trailing by 5 runs. Definitely want to press the action here and try to make something happen. Jaden Hartle instead strikes out Colton Hill on 3 pitches for out number 1. And just like that, the pinch hitter for USU Eastern is retired. Colton Hill is now retired 7 of the last 9 batters he's faced. Nice job there by Jaden Hartle as he's well over 100 pitches, but he's not throwing like it here as he's dealing out of the gate here. USU Eastern Austin Pitcher, F7 here, as the left fielder was playing very shallow. Had pitcher played perfectly here, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Just like that, Corey McKendrick comes up with 2 down. And Jaden Hartle looking to complete his 7th inning of work, believe it or not. He's over 120 pitches, I believe. 128. Wow. 129 just thrown there for a ball. So he's at 129 pitches. Jaden Hartle, wow. Way to man up for your team. I mean, you gotta love an effort like that. Like I said, when it comes between a start where you can potentially put yourself into the next day of the tournament here and save your bullpen. I mean, it's the best of both worlds for head baseball coach D.G. Nelson. Like I said, if he can get it done and Hartle's willing to buy into it here, like I said, he's throwing better now than when he started the game here. His first 50, 60 pitches were very shaky. He had some tough opportunities here go past, and now he's absolutely into the mix here. So nice job there by Jaden Hartle. What can you say? We always say this tournament is a war of attrition. The more arms you can save, the better opportunity you have. Jaden Hartle issues a 2-out walk there. For Corey McKendrick here. So McKendrick reaches base via the walk here. And that's going to bring up Trevor Klingman, who is 3 for 4. Sorry, 2 for 3. This is his 4th plate appearance here. 2 singles, 3 RBIs. Struck out his last plate appearance here. And Jaden Hartle looking for his 3rd consecutive scoreless inning here. Or it'd be his 4th consecutive scoreless inning if he can get this final out. Gave up 2 runs in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. Scoreless frames in the 4th, 5th, and 6th inning for the freshman righty for the Bruins. Throw back into Austin Ovar to keep the runner honest there. And that runner being Corey McKendrick. Trevor Klingman here into the batter's box in the top of the 7th with 2 away, looking to help his team along here. Eagles trailing by 5 runs. Only 7 outs left, 7 precious outs left for the Eagles, excuse me. They're just the USU Eastern Eagles. Apologize if I mispronounced them here. They were formerly the Golden Eagles. So next pitch by Hartle is fouled back out of play. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top half of the 7th. Let's see what Hartle has in store here. 6 strikeouts for Jaden Hartle. Through 6 innings, 6 2/3 innings, 6 strikeouts. So see what he can do here. And stalls him off. Tough play, though, by Trevor Peterson. He makes it look easy. Austin Ovard with a nice stretch there, 5-3 to retire Trevor Klingman in the inning. So just like that, Jaden Hartle is through 7. As we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning, time to stretch here at Moore Stadium. Salt Lake leads USU Eastern 9-4 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back to the broadcast, folks. Bottom half of the 7th inning here. Austin Ovard leading off 3, 4, and 5 for the Bruins. Ovard will be followed by Trevor Peterson and Mitch Cavanaugh here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Bruins leading USU Eastern 9-4. Bruins 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Eagles. Story of the game has been Salt Lake's opportunistic offense here and Jaden Hartle. Combination of the two. Bruins have been able to plate runs here in 4 of the 7 innings so far. And Jaden Hartle has been able to pitch 4 consecutive scoreless innings here. And just like that, oh, nice play there by the shortstop. Unfortunately, he's not able to get up, but just Corey McKendrick makes an excellent diving play here. It's going to be a single for Austin Ovard all day, but just a nice job by McKendrick to get to that ball and keep it from going to the outfield. It is special here. Austin Ovard with his 2nd hit of the day, back-to-back singles in his last 2 plate appearances. That's going to bring up number 28, third baseman Trevor Peterson here, who had a perfect day until he lined out to the second baseman. His last plate appearance, he'll take it 3 for 4, 3 singles and 1 RBI. Caden Longman here still pitching somewhat effectively here. 7 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 2 earned runs for the USU Eastern pitcher here. Can't ask for much better than that from Caden Longman, coming in relief of Bennett Bradford. Caden from Lehigh, Utah. Of course, this is an in-state rivalry game here. USU and Salt Lake City. Don't underestimate what these rivals, what kind of games and how close they can play, but right now it's all Salt Lake as they've taken a commanding 9-4 lead here. Only 6 precious outs left for USU Eastern here. And Trevor Peterson is going to accept a free pass from Caden Longman, and just like that, Bruins once again have something cooking here. 2 on, nobody out. Mitch Cavanaugh here stepping in from the left-hand side of the batter's box. Mitch DHing in this first game here. First pitch to Cavanaugh is taken in there for a strike. Fouled at the plate there off the dish here. Strike two. No balls and 2 strikes. The Bruin designated hitter today. One ball, 2 strike count. Caden Longman comes set to deliver. And misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second here. And that ball is cut on and missed for strike 3. Mitch Cavanaugh strikes out for the second consecutive plate appearance here. It's 1 away here in the bottom half of the 7th. Runners still on first and second for Cam Lane. Cam, of course, hit a solo shot over the scoreboard in left field here, and no doubter. His last time up to give the Bruins their 9th run of the game, Cam Lane, like I said, showed us some pop there. And like I said, Lane is now just a triple shy of the cycle here. A home run, single, double, and a walk today for the Bruin right fielder here, who has done a fantastic job out here. Cam Lane, like I said, just instant offense here. He's just produced the whole way. 3 RBIs on the game. Cam Lane blasts that into left field, and the left fielder has a tough time coming up with it. By the time he fires home, he's going to be safe, and the runner's going to advance to third. Hit number 16 for the Bruins. RBI number 4 for Cam Lane. Bruins now on first and third here. And that's run number 10. Hit number 16. And pitch hitting for Cameron Benson is going to be Michael McCovey. McCovey on the season, 225 hitter, 12 RBIs, 16 hits, 15 runs. McCovey is pinch hitting now for Cameron Benson, whose day is done. Michael McCovey, number 15. So Cam Benson now out of the game here. Michael McCovey pinch hitting in that spot, and we'll see what's if he's going to come out and catch as well. Bruins now leading 10-4. Swinging strike there from Michael McCovey here. Michael McCovey looking to put one in the outfield here, get something going. If the Bruins can plate 2 runs here, the game will end via the run rule. 8 after 7 is exactly how you would place that. Instead, Michael McCovey grounds into a Is that 3U1? 3U1? 3U4, I mean? 3U4. And 3U4 here for Michael McCovey. Double play. And just like that, USU dances around some more danger here. Retires the final 2 outs of the innings. We head to the top of the 8th. The Salt Lake City Bruins lead the USU Eastern Eagles 10-4 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome back into the broadcast, folks. Isaac Evans now pitching in relief. Number 30 here for the Bruins. Isaac comes to us from Centerville, Utah. 6'3" freshman. Righty on the bump here. Get you some numbers here for Evans. Isaac on the season. His is 6 ERA, 3-1 record. 14 innings pitched. Actually, I'm sorry. No, 21 innings pitched. Flat 6 ERA. Opponent's batting average against a little higher than you would like here at 349. Evans, though, only has to retire 2 batters here. Or 2 batters, 2 innings worth of outs here, 6 batters. He's looking to start here with Nick Roberts. USU Eastern left fielder here, singled, doubled, singled, and walked here, so he's 4 for 4, working on a perfect day. Instead, Cody Hall ends that for him here. Shortstop fires over 6-3. And with 1 away, Evans is going to pitch to Austin Gertson. Gertson struck out in his last plate appearance, flied out before that to center field, has an RBI single and a ground out. So 1 for 4 as he grounds weakly to second base. Easy play there from Mahoney to Ovar, 4-3 to retire Gertson. And so far so good for Evans here. 2 batters, 2 outs. As we head to Reggie Gates, right fielder here for USU Eastern. Reggie flied out to the second baseman his first time up, hit by a pitch second time around. Single, reached on an E1 and popped out to the shortstop. So Reggie Gates here flies one into center field. Mitch Berryhill on his horse. Nice job there as Mitch Berryhill turns on the Jets to make a Willie Mays type over-the-shoulder catch in center field. And just like that, F8 in your books to retire Gates. USU Eastern goes quietly 1-2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Salt Lake leads USU Eastern 10-4 on the Coyote Sports Network. And welcome into the bottom half of the 8th inning here. Game 1 of the Region 18 tournament between the 6-seeded Utah State University Eastern Eagles and the 3-seeded Salt Lake City Community College Bruins. Bruins holding an 11-4 lead here as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Caden Longman still out there pitching for USU Eastern. First pitch he delivers is grounded over the shortstop, fired back to first, 6-3 to retire Cody Hall. And it's going to bring up number 18 left fielder Nick Roberts. Nick Roberts here, 3 for 3, 2 singles, a double, and a walk, 2 RBIs to Nick's credit today. Swinging a hot bat here for the Bruins, producing 2 RBIs from the 9-hole spot. Anytime your 9-hole hitter can produce that in the lineup here, you're going to be very, very effective. First pitch here is taken low for ball 1. Nick Roberts will be followed by center fielder Mitch Berryhill. Longman comes to deliver to Roberts, and he skies one out to right field. This is a bomb, and that baby is just off the Greenspun Media Group sign in right field, and Nick Roberts is heading for third all day, head first slide to get to third, and he gives a little dab over at third base here, a la Cam Newton. Go ahead and dab it up, Nick. You hit a triple here. Nick now just a home run shy of the cycle. Probably won't get another opportunity at bat. But when you have a single, double, triple, walk, and 2 RBIs, you haven't been retired all game, you should dab when you slide into third base here. Keep it fun. Mitch Berryhill, speaking of fun, he's had fun all year, batting .434. Steps into the left-handed batter's box here. RBI opportunity. Fouls the first offering back to the screen here from Caden Longman. Longman has pitched some pretty solid relief. He's given up 3 runs. 10 hits, and that ball gets away from the actually, dead ball. That's tough break for Salt Lake, as that pitch was extremely wild and getting away from somebody, but anytime it makes contact with the batter, we all know that's a dead ball. So Mitch Berryhill trots over to first, hit by pitch. Bruins now on the corners, and if I'm not correct, if Salt Lake scores 1 run this inning, the game will be over via the run rule. Yep, so it'll be 8 after 7. So if Salt Lake, well, if that's almost a bad break for Salt Lake. If that run would have scampered home on the pass ball or wild pitch, the game would be over. As it is, Salt Lake just needs to put something into the outfield here to end this game here. Via the run rule, it'll be 8 after 7. That would make it 12-4, so the game would be over here. 1 away in the inning. Runners at first and third. Salt Lake pounding here. 18 hits to come into play here. So this has been a very, very effective outing for the Bruins. And that should do it, folks. That's going to get down in front of Austin Gertson. Run number 12 will trot home on hit number 19, and that is the ball game. Just like that, the Salt Lake City Bruins do finish it in style here. Plating run number 12 here with 1 out in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And just like that, Game 1 of the Region 18 tournament is in the books. The Salt Lake City Bruins advance to tomorrow to face the Western Nevada Wildcats in the second game of the day. Projected start time 3:30. That will be the 3-seeded Salt Lake City Bruins taking on the 2-seeded Western Nevada Wildcats. Finals for this game go like this. Salt Lake City scored 12 runs on 19 hits, 2 errors. For the losing USU Eastern Eagles, 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Winning pitcher for the Bruins, Jaden Hartle, of course, went 7 strong innings here. And when I say strong, his pitch count was over 130, but he got it done. 7 strong innings for the victory. Isaac Evans came in to relieve 1 inning here. Pitched a perfect 8th. And the losing pitcher for the USU Eastern Golden Eagles is going to be Bennett Bradford. And that's going to do it here, folks, for Game 1. Projected start time for Game 2 will be 3:30 p.m. here, so we'll be back with you in an hour. That game is going to feature the Colorado Northwestern Community College Spartans taking on the College of Southern Idaho Golden Eagles. So, for everybody here in the booth, I'm James Hernandez signing off for Game 1 of this Region 18 tournament. Fans, thanks for joining us, taking some time out of your afternoon to spend it with us here at the ballpark, and we will see you in an hour for first pitch of CSI versus Colorado Northwestern Community College at 3:30 p.m. Signing off for now on the Coyote Sports Network, I'm James Hernandez. Once again, the final score, Salt Lake City Bruins defeat, the 3-seeded Salt Lake City Bruins defeat the 6-seeded Utah State University Eastern Golden Eagles 12-4. Salt Lake moves on to face Western Nevada tomorrow in Game 2. At 3:30 p.m., they will face the Western Nevada Wildcats. The CSN Coyotes will face the lowest seeded team to advance from this evening's contest. So we'll see you back at 3:30, folks. CSI and CNCC. For now, I'm James Hernandez signing off.